Okay friends, this is Peppermint 8. You'll notice on the tech page on YouTube where I post my videos that I have covered Peppermint Linux. Now, the last time I covered it was basically a quick review, okay? So if anybody's thinking of actually installing this, I'm wondering how to get it. Let me show you how to do it. Open up your Google Chrome browser or your Firefox browser. Type in Peppermint Linux, okay? Type in Peppermint Linux, and here's where you'll be brought to, okay? Now, here you have the 32-bit and the 64. Okay, so this is the 32-bit here and the 64. So if your laptop or your desktop computer is a 32-bit, then you download the 32-bit ISO. If it's a 64, you would download this one. Okay, so I'm going to download the 32 because I want it for another laptop. Now, when you click it here, you'll be offered two types of downloads. You'll be offered a torrent download or a drag download. I would recommend doing the drag download. So if you click drag download here, okay, it'll basically ask you where you want to save it. So I'm going to save it on the downloads folder because I'm actually using Peppermint Linux at the minute. So this is Peppermint Linux 8 Respin 2. I'm going to click save. Okay, so on the bottom left hand corner here, it is downloading the Peppermint Linux 8 ISO, which is an ISO image file. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to burn that ISO image file to a DVD, a blank DVD, or a blank CD. For advanced users and those that know their way around computers, of course, you can make a USB boot up stick, okay? But to make it easy for the normal user, you download the ISO image. If you're using Windows 10, you can still download the ISO image. And then basically what you would do is, you would go to the downloads folder where you've downloaded the ISO, okay? Now, it'll say unconfirmed at the minute here in this demo because it's still downloading. And it's 1.2 gigabytes for those that want to know exactly what size it's going to be. Now, this is Google Chrome browser that comes by default with Peppermint Linux 8. So I'm going to lower that browser down here, and this is the desktop background. If you right click on it here, you can change the desktop background, okay? So basically I can change it to, scroll down here, if I like this one I can hit apply, okay, and I can get a lovely desktop background. And this is a nice blue one here, and I want to go back, so I like the Peppermint Linux desktop. Okay, so that's how you change your background here, just by right clicking on your desktop. Now, when you boot up your CD or your DVD that you've burnt the ISO image of Peppermint 8.2, okay, sometimes you need to go into your BIOS settings to set your computer to boot up from CD. And 9 out of 10 by default it should automatically boot up. So if you want to run it with Windows 10, you can do it. Personally, by years of experience, I wouldn't do it, okay, because when you want to take it off, it can cause a problem with your Windows 10. That is something that I have come across over the years. There is some people that do it, and basically when your computer boots, it'll say Windows 10 or Linux, and you can choose to boot from either, okay. But if you decide to put this on an old computer, friends, if you decide to put this on an old computer, okay, if you go to the Peppermint Linux homepage here, or if you check the video that I have done in the past, the one that's below this, you will find out that I've already given exactly what you need. You also, if you're not happy to do it, you can purchase a USB drive off Peppermint Linux team here. as far as I know, they actually sell CDs too. If you go, let's go to the shop here and have a quick check. Okay, so at the minute, from what I can see, they're only doing okay. Coming soon, peppermint stickers and peppermint USB sticks. Okay, so basically they haven't really got them out yet. Okay, now for those that don't understand, Linux is an open source platform. Okay, it's free. It's an operating system, and for most people, it works. Okay, so if I go to the menu here, and if I go to the first of all, when you install it, the first thing you want to do is update it. Okay, when you install it, it's very simple, friends. It asks you for a name, your language of your keyboard, so it's very straightforward. But once you install it, then you reboot when it's installed. You take your CD out or your DVD out. It starts up again. You can set it to automatically log in, so you don't have to type a password in all the time. And then basically, if you go to the right hand corner of your taskbar here, and you double click here, this is your update manager. And when you install it the first time, you can click refresh. It'll start refreshing and checking for updates. Now give it a few seconds to go through the process, and then you basically click install, then reboot your computer. It's as simple as that. And on the bottom of the right hand here of your taskbar, when there is an update, it'll come up and say 1, 2, 3 or 4. Just double click it and click install. It's as simple as that. Now, when you go to your menu here, it's very simple. It's something like Windows. If you go to internet, by default you'll have a Google Chrome web browser. Now I've just installed Firefox web browser for handiness, and I've also installed Thunderbird Mail, okay, which is an email client that I can use for a number of different email clients. Okay, the like of Hotmail, Gmail, so you can have them all in all the different accounts in one place. Okay, the like a T-Potter that I installed is for podcasts. Okay, that's how you learn. Okay, so if you go to Office here, by default there's very little Office installed, so I'll show you how to install them. And you notice here I have a document viewer. I've got LibreOffice, and at the moment it is actually downloading in the background here. It's just finishing off installing what they call the graphics art pack. Now, to install programs, friends, you go to System Tools, you quite a number here. Now some of these here I'm not going to go through because it would confuse the best of us. But obviously you can see here, this is your task manager. Now when I open up my task manager on this particular computer, it says that I'm only using 32% or 33%, then it's going down to 24% of my CPU. I'm running roughly 164 processes, and I'm using about 20% of memory. This particular computer, friends, I have got 8 gigs of I think it's DDR3 or DDR2. Let's see now, DDR1, 2, 3. I think it's DDR3 on this one. Okay. Now, when I click here, I can run a program, an application finder on the thermal. Okay. If I click here, my PID is processor identification. That's what that stands for. So some of this stuff will not explain this because you probably get confused. Now, if I go to here and right click, I can basically stop that processor, kill it, or set it for a priority to run high, low, or etc. Okay, so this is your task manager, and I'm using about 20% of memory, which is very little. Let me close that. The next thing I want to show you is your software manager. And you'll notice that everything here is very simple. Accessories. Okay, now I did install what they call a desktop screen recorder. Okay, you can, and there's a load of other things that you can install. This is graphics. Some I've installed extra. Okay, simple scan for my scanner. There's a few games that you can install. You can install a load of games on it if you want. Education and accessories. That's everything that's installed. Now, It does come with Adobe Flash Player installed by default. Okay, so you've got it up and running. You want to install a few programs. It is very simple. If you go to System Tools here, you will see one that says Software Manager. Install new applications. If you double click on that there, it'll open up like this. If I go to Categories, you will see here you will be presented with feature, 42 features. All packages, there's roughly 86,753 packages. Programs, free. Okay. Under Internet, you've got 6,375. And they're all in the one spot for you. So go to Internet here, you click it. If you want web browsers, you go here. If you click on Firefox, right, double click on it, it'll give you some documentation here on exactly what you're going to install. If I want to remove it, I can click remove. It'll also give you the views of, there's basically 1,744 people recommend it. Okay, it's got 1,342 reviews. Back to Internet. You notice I've got Thunderbird. So any basically you have installed, you will see a small green tick. Okay, now there's some of this stuff here you won't understand. This one here, Wireshark, is basically a network protocol. Okay, it's a network protocol sniffer. It's a tool that captures and analyzes packets, okay, and decode and etc. Now, this can be used for hacking if you know what you're doing. Okay, I use it on my network system. Basically, if my computer starts going slow and my hub's not performing the way it should do, there's a number of things I can do here. Number one, if you read the documentation here, it'll tell you exactly what it is. Okay, and this is the reviews on it. You can also submit a review. If you hate it, click hate it, and you can submit it. Okay. Right, so to install this, basically I would double click it, and it hasn't installed. Let me see, let me go back here. It should have installed. Let me go back again. Let me see, Wireshark. Let me go to, okay. Now, you notice when I clicked there it said not installed, but it actually is installing Wireshark here, okay? It actually is installing it. Now, Wireshark, I can use that basically to analyze the traffic, okay? The UDP packets, the larger packets, and the smaller TCP packets, and etc. If I suspect that something is trying to get access to my network, or etc., and I want to see what's running on my network, well then, I can use Wireshark. Now, to use any program, it's common sense, you'll learn how to use it. And then you will understand it. Now, how do you do that? There's a number of ways you can do that. You can go to Google and you can type it in, or you can watch a few videos on YouTube that other guys have put up, the like of myself, to educate people on how to use that particular program. Now, there's honeypots and stuff like that there. You'll notice that Linux also supplies you. This particular one is called Air Cracking, okay? It air cracks WP and WAP cracking program that can recover blah blah blah, web, etc. Now, web years ago was secure, but it's not now. It's WAP2 is more secure now. Okay, so you can go to YouTube and you can watch a video on how to use this particular program. Okay, so yes, I know how to crack passwords. Yes, I understand. I know how to get access to certain things. Okay, but that's years of experience. Do I do it? It's illegal to hack someone's system for the sake of doing it. It's illegal to hack it. Full stop. Okay, so there's a number of ways you can learn. Let's go back to the internet here. Now this is another particular browser here. And one thing I've got to mention here, you'll remember that there's a number 43 reviews. Okay, so I normally go for the high ones. Okay, like a Firefox or okay. So when you scroll down, you probably say to yourself, "What is that?" I haven't a clue what that is. Okay, do a wee bit of research, learn. Okay, live and learn. Here you've got email clients. So these are a number of different email clients you can use. My favorite is Thunderbird. Here you would have chat programs. Okay. And here you would have file sharing programs if you want to share a file with somebody particular. Okay. Now you'll notice that the hash ones are really recommended. This is really a good one, FTP here, if you know how to use it. Now it does take, like everything else, if you want to use a particular program, you have to learn how to use it. It's as simple as that. It's the same as if you buy a computer. You have to learn how to use the computer. Now, if you're into graphics, if you click here under graphics, you will also you'll have 3D, drawn, photographic, scanners, viewers, and etc. Publishers. Okay, and that's basically for publishing. So if you're into photograph, okay, Shotwell, I would recommend it. I actually have it installed. Nope, didn't. Let me install it. Okay, so that's for photographs. Okay, so I wanted to explain to you how to basically use your software manager and Peppermint Linux here. These are programmings, okay, so if you're into programming plus C and all that there, well then there's a number here that you can use. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so let's go back to categories now. I can't close this down because of two ongoing actions here. Okay, so it's waiting. Let me go back to categories. Right, system tools. Now this particular one, wine. Okay, what they're basically designed this in Linux for was if you wanted to run a Windows program on Linux, you can use this particular one here called wine. Okay, now it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me trying to run a Windows program on Linux because I have tested by using the wine tool and play on Linux tool that's designed for that purpose over the years. I have tested on Fedora Linux, OpenSUSE Linux, Mint Linux, Ubuntu Linux, Zorn Linux, Devilman Linux, and the list goes on. Okay, the list goes on, and it just doesn't work. Okay, so that's my personal feedback on it. Now, BleachBit here is a program I would recommend. Okay, uh, most people have heard of CC Cleaner for Windows and etc. Where you clean your history on your web browser, you clear your tax cookies and etc. On Linux, BleachBit does the same thing. So let me install that one. Okay, it'll say not installed, but it's installed. Okay, so system tools. Okay, now as I say, if anything's installed, you'll notice there's a small tick on it. This here is a particular firewall. Okay. Now, most Linux distros will say to you, you can't get a virus with Linux. Okay? You can't get a virus with Linux. Most will tell you. Because I was a Windows user, and I've always had computer security on my mind, I would prefer to have the opportunity to have a firewall for Linux and a Linux antivirus program. Just in case someday that particular person is a wee bit smarter and knows how to design a Linux virus. Okay, so that's a firewall, and I'll show you that in a minute. OpenBox is quite handy. Root Hunter, okay, is for backdoors. Okay, it's basically Root Hunter is basically for taking out what they call hacker trojans and rootkits and backdoor snippers and exploits off your operating system. Now, this is more advanced for people that don't understand what a rootkit is. Well, let me try to explain it to you. Everybody thinks that this big word hacker, somebody's hacked my Facebook, somebody's hacked this, and somebody's hacked that. Just because someone has spoofed your Facebook account doesn't mean that they've hacked it. Okay? Basically what they've done is they've went to your account, they've either knew your email address or your name, they've done a wee bit of research, and they've went to your Facebook account, forgot my password, maybe know your email address, and they've spoofed it and they've got into your system. Okay? That's only spoofing it. Or they've cloned your account by doing a desktop and etc. Okay, so it doesn't mean they've hacked it. Okay? Now, there is good hackers, and there's good hackers who work for the government. They're not bad hackers, okay? There's also good hackers that are classed as black hat hackers, but are supposed to be bad. It's a load of nonsense. Okay, so there's a number of tools that I understand that people that understand how hacking works and understand the technology of coding and etc. and find a weakness in a particular program which becomes an exploit because you haven't updated your computer, or because you're running a word processor and you haven't updated it, or because you've left your remote access open on your computer and one of your ports is open, you've left your front door line open. And you know what, if you're at home, when you leave your front door line open, which you're not going to do, anybody can walk in, that same applies to a computer. You must keep your programs up to date, no matter what they are. And I would suggest that you don't use any programs on a Windows computer that you don't need, because some programs are old, they're not fixed anymore, and it's not hard to find an exploit in a program. Okay, so back to Root Hunter. Okay, so I'm going to install Root Hunter here on Linux. Okay, now Root Hunter scans your system for known and unknown rootkits. Okay, so there's a number of ways that hackers can get access to a system, whether it's a mobile phone, whether it's a computer, or your security devices that you have in your home. Anything with a chip on it that's connected to the internet can be hacked. Okay, so it doesn't matter what it is. It's just a matter of knowing the network details of that particular device. Sorry. Okay, so a rootkit is a tool that they would implant on someone's computer, and there's a number of ways of doing it. If you click on a link on Facebook, or you click on a link, or someone sends you an email with a link on it or an attachment, and you click on it, and you're not sure that computer that it's coming from is secure, does that person have a virus on their computer that they don't know about? So it's a question you've got to ask yourself. Once you open it, a rootkit will embed itself in your system without your knowledge. And they're designing rootkits today that don't interfere with programs. They just sit there and they record all the text and they send it back to the particular person. Okay, so rootkits, backdoors, that covers them too. Snippers, okay, and exploits. Exploits, if you don't update your programs. Snippers, they're like a port scanners, where someone can be sitting in another country in the world, bring up his command prompt or his program, type in, scan 20 million computers. This program runs in the background, looking for vulnerable computers. It maybe pick up 500 out of Northern Ireland. Yours could be one of them, because you either didn't know or you don't care, or you didn't want to know. Okay, so what do you want to learn? Are you worried? Or if you have plenty of money, you can just buy another system. If your bank's happy, sure, don't worry about it if you have plenty of money. You know what I mean? So it depends what you want to learn. Now this will give you some documentation here, but not a lot. If you go to the internet and type in Root Hunter, if you want to use a Linux program, well then you start to understand how to use it. Okay, so I like to keep a couple of wee tools on my system that the experts recommend, and run them at my own discretion whenever I think there might be something there, or etc. Now, so there's a number of tools here that you can use. I wouldn't recommend you just go crazy and start downloading this and that. I would recommend you learn how to use it first, Now some Linux distros people like and some people don't. Okay, and the beauty about Linux, you don't need to defragment it the way you have to do with Windows computers. You don't need to defragment it, and that's because of the way it's designed on the code. So, does it work? It works for me. And there's Play on Linux there from Windows, I was talking about earlier. And these are games that they have. So if you like playing games, you've got board games here. Quite a number of them. The wife likes this one here, obviously. She has played it, I've played that myself. And that's starting to install. Okay, so that's how you install a program, friends, on Peppermint Linux. On the bottom left hand corner you have your menu button. It's all accessories, education, games, graphics, internet. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my web browser, Google Chrome, and by default it comes with Google Chrome. Now, obviously I want to install an ad blocker on my browser, okay, and I want to install a few other wee things on it to stop trackers. The websites do a bit of tracking. I also could use a VPN, virtual private network, where if I go to a certain website it's going to get a dummy IP address and etc. So this is Google Chrome. Peppermint Linux is by default set at your default page. You can change it under your Google Chrome settings here, and you can obviously set your home page to Google itself by your preferred choice. Okay, so www.google.com. Okay, and click here, and Google, there's your home page. Oh, allow my microphone. YouTube.
Have a look at these pictures.
YouTube. Okay, so that's how you use your mic on your browser. And let's see now. Okay, YouTube. Who called me a tube? YouTube. Okay, so Root Hunter. Okay, Root Hunter Linux. Okay, so here I'm just doing a simple research. Root Hunter program that I know how to use it, but for you that don't, okay, there is videos on YouTube here. Okay, the like of myself and other guys and girls over the years learn how to use a program, then we put a video up to help other people to understand what it is. So how to install Root Hunter. If you click here, you can actually go ahead and install it. Now, if you type in PCCAREMIN and search, you will see that is me. Okay, I've 58 videos up in that account. I have 189 in that one, and I have 280 on this one. And these are videos that I have done over the years, okay, on how to use particular programs, and how to stop hackers, and how to take a hacker out of your system. Now, if your network's not secure, then people can get in. There is a number of devices available where people can see what you're doing on your screen, so you've got to be careful what you're doing. Although it sounds crazy to most people, believe you me, there is small programs that you can get, and it does make it very easy for to do certain things. Okay, so you gotta learn that, because some people can have a bit of fun without you know it. You'll notice that there's a number of videos I've done over the years. That one was done 8 years ago, and so that's basically, friends, how you learn. If you type in Peppermint Linux or any particular thing, if you type in how to hack phone. There's quite a number of videos on how to hack a phone, so it depends what you want to learn. Okay, let me close the browser. And if I go to my files here, okay, my home folder on my Peppermint Linux, I have a 3 terabyte hard drive installed in this one, okay. When I use a Windows operating system, it only comes up 1.98 or 2, okay, but you can partition it, your hard drive, to make it, the rest of it to be seen, okay, so, but by default it'll only show less than what you have. On the Linux, it actually shows exactly what you have. This one's 2.8. Okay, so this was the download folder here, and this is the Peppermint Linux ISO that I downloaded, the 32-bit. Now, for me to burn that, if I right click here, I can obviously open with this burning program here. So if I click open with this one here, then I can pop in a CD, okay, and please replace the disk with the supported CD. I don't have one at the minute. I pop it in and I click create an image file. When it's finished, I would take it out and I could use it on another computer to boot it up and install this particular Linux distro on. So back to my home folder on Linux. This is where my pictures would be kept. A public folder, my documents, and etc. Let me close that. Also, a lot of people would use Office programs. Okay, so this would be LibreOffice Writer. Okay, so let me open LibreOffice 5. Now, most people would use Microsoft Office. This is free, friends. Now, you can actually use LibreOffice on a Windows computer. Okay, why buy the program when this does the same thing? There's a few friends have put it on their computers and they'll tell you it works. Okay, so I want to write a document. Okay, obviously I should have a spell checker and all of it here. Okay, so you get the drift. So it's free and it works. Okay, now does videos and etc. play on it? Okay, you're probably asking yourself. Okay, Google, open YouTube country music. Okay, so yes, they do play, so I have to be careful because Facebook could actually block my video by playing stuff. Okay, so as you see, the video plays, everything works. And believe it or not, it's faster for me than it is for Windows. Now, if I go here, okay, I will have lockout, okay. I can switch user, I can suspend the screen, and I can reboot, etc. So let me cancel that. So you go here, and you go to the top, and this is where you would log off or turn it off. Switch users, you can have a couple of people, you know, using it by different accounts on it. Lock your screen, basically lock your laptop, go for a smoke, go for your coffee, whatever you want to do, and nobody can get into your system if you leave your laptop now. Because we know, hey, there's certain people like a wee nosy, you know, what's he got on that? This is all your settings, okay? So go here and click this one here, all settings, and this is what you have in all settings. This is your Peppermint control center. Double click it. Okay? Your keyboard, your desktop, the fax, and advanced, and etc. Let me close that. Okay, so wallpapers, keyboard settings, Dropbox is quite handy if you want to save your photographs in clouds. These would be tweaks, okay? If you make a blunder with your desktop here, you can click reset the panel back to default, and it'll reset it back to default for you. That's your flash, you don't need to really touch that. Hardware. Now, power management is the same as on a Windows computer, okay? I have mine set. If I wanted to go into screensaver, obviously I could set it to screensaver, which I don't have it set at the minute. Monitor, okay? The resolution for this particular all-in-one computer that I'm using is 1920 by 1080. Okay, so that would be the resolution of your monitor on your computer. Okay, so say you have a printer. Okay, so you double click on one and you want to install your printer. Okay, so let me plug in my printer driver here to see how we go about doing this. So I would plug in my USB printer, or if you've got a network printer, it works the same way. So let me switch my printer on. Okay, so turn my printer on here, and this is basically how you install a printer on Peppermint Linux. So I'll give my printer a second or two to boot up. I'm going to click here, add. Okay, and automatically it's going to find my printer. Now if it was a network printer, I would click here, and it's USB. So I'm going to click forward, and it's searching for drivers of the Linux distro. Okay, so it's found the drivers automatically, and I hit apply. And I can print the test page. Okay, let me print the test page. Okay, test page has been submitted. And it's doing the processing of the test page. And you'll hear my printer in the background there. Okay, so that's how you install a printer on Peppermint Linux, friends. So friends, that's how you install a printer on Peppermint Linux. Okay, so that's my Canon printer installed. That's one of a couple here. Let me close that. There you have network tools. Okay, that's for Bluetooth. Now, this particular Linux comes with a firewall. Linux Mint also comes with a firewall, a default firewall. And there is other programs you can use, the like of the SSH guard, which stops basically brute force attacks on your network system. So you type in your password. Okay, and this should open up the firewall. By default it is turned off. Okay, so by default it is turned off. So that's it off by default, and that's it on. It is set for home, deny incoming traffic, and allow outgoing traffic. You can add rules, okay, and etc. You do have a log, okay. It tells me it's enabled, okay, or disabled. Let me see. Okay, it is now enabled. Now just lower that down. So, and that's your system. Now your Sontiq Package Manager, you can open it, type in your password. I understand it may be too much for you to take in. Okay, so your Sontiq Package Manager. Now, if you want to harden your network system up, obviously you need to know what you're doing. So if I type in SSH guard, okay, SSH guard here, it protects your network host from today's widespread of brute force attacks. Okay, and it blocks it and addresses it with a firewall route. So to understand what a brute force attacks is, friends, there's a number of ways. You have to understand how cybercrime works. Okay, you have to understand how hackers work and how they operate to be able to use certain tools to your advantage. Okay, so once it's installed, that's it out of the road. And I have it installed. There's also quite a number of other ones which I'm not going to disclose, because you don't disclose how you've attacked your own network system to the public. Okay, so that's one tool I will share with you that you can use. Okay, this is the 3 terabyte hard drive that I have on my computer system. Okay, and that would be my CD and DVD ROM drives. Now, there is what they call the terminal in Linux. Windows computers have the CMD and etc. Okay, so if I type in help here, I will get quite a number of different bash commands. Okay, so there are certain commands you can use to update all instead of using your update manager. Okay, so Right. Now, to understand all the different voice commands, you can get a number of them on the internet where you can learn out which each one basically is. Okay, so these are some examples of voice commands. And by using the Windows CMD, PowerShell and etc., you can find out an IP address of a particular network. And you also can ping your ISP and find out how long it takes per second. Okay, so there's a number of ways you can actually do it. So let me close this browser down here, Google Chrome browser. And there's still two ongoing actions there in the software manager. I might let that run in the background. Okay. If you have any problems, feel free to make a few comments. You can also follow me on YouTube, PCCaremin, PC Careman, put it all together, PC Careman. And I'd be quite happy to point you in the right direction. Also, on the right hand side you have your speaker icons, your sound and etc. So if you're having problems with your sound and you bring up your sound control panel, you'll notice when I'm speaking here the microphone is going up, going down. Playback, okay, system sounds, output devices and input devices. Okay, so thank you very much. This is Peppermint Linux 8 and it's a free operating system. So you've got an old computer. It's, if you have 2 gigabytes of memory, it'll run pretty good for you. Okay, and for those that know me personally, any problems, PM me on Facebook. And for those that live near me, any problems, bring it round. I'm quite happy to install it for you. Okay, thank you very much. PC Careman. And to my friends on Facebook, George. Okay friends, thank you. And I'm using a desktop recorder for this particular video demo. I call it technology information.